Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about self-proclaimed time travelers. Yes, self-proclaimed people who claim to be time travelers from X year. Okay, it is ridiculous. This is the Daily Star UK, and it is like they don't market themselves as satire, and it's just insane. It's really genuinely like insane. These articles are like insane. You have no idea. You really don't. Okay, so we're gonna start reading these because they are just cool. Let's just start. Time Traveler issues chilling warning of year World War III. World War III is the year, okay? No Pacific year. The year is World War III. Because apocalyptic aftermath. Self-proclaimed time traveler L.B. Leak made a horror prediction that World War III would break out in the year 2025. Well, it's 2023 now, so we'll see if that claim holds up in a couple of years. Self-proclaimed time, I already read that. A man who claimed he was a time traveler said nuclear war will break out on Earth in the year 2025. L.B. Leak, an elusive figure thought to have been born in 1927, passed away in 2011. Claiming he spent 2 periods of time living in the future. He said he was transported to the year 2137, where he witnessed flying megacities and futuristic technology, like color TVs, as well as another period where he traveled into the year 2025, the year in which he claimed apocalyptic nuclear war broke out. Billy claimed he was part of something called the Philadelphia Experiment, a series of top secrets conducted by the U.S. military. Not really a secret anymore now that you said it, is it? During the Second World War, to try and create a warship that would be invisible. Felix says he jumped off the USS Eldridge in the 1940s, and when he emerged from the sea, he had been transported to the future. However, Bielek insisted that the true reason for the experiment was to create a time travel machine. The man's life has been the subject of much discussion, though very little is known about him. He claimed that he could recall his first memory at the age of 9 months old, where he said at a family Christmas party he could understand conversation the adults talking in the room around him were having. When he was only 16, he joined the U.S. Navy to fight in the Second World War, which is where he claimed he first traveled. Given the current situation in Ukraine, I don't know how that's relevant, with the threat of nuclear war being ratcheted up. Bielek's shocking prediction is looking more likely than it did when he predicted balmy prophecy decades ago. Recounting his time travel experience, Felix said in 1943 that he and his brother jumped off a U.S. ship to escape a strange light. When they rose to the surface, they had reportedly been transported to the year 2137. We expected to hit the water in the bay and swim ashore, but no water. We never hit it. We kept falling and falling for quite a long period of time, he said in a lecture. Felix said the first clue they had traveled through time was that the room they had found themselves in had a wall-mounted color TV. Bielek also claimed there were very few surviving cities around the world and no national governments or borders, and then he spoke to a supercomputer which told him that the project had started in the year 26,000 to reform the global system. No militaries existed, with military conflict non-existent and everything was now free. He also claimed that most of England had disappeared, though the Scottish Highlands and some of Ireland remained. Too bad. With much of Europe being underwater, he said most of the world's government had crumbled away by the year 2025, and a nuclear world war 3 killed millions of people. Just the one people, not multiple, just one people. Many will be hoping that his predictions, particularly those of nuclear war, will turn out to be wide off the mark. Now, dailystar.co.uk is like the pioneer of fake time travel articles that they try to market as true, or they try to anyway, and it's horribly cringe. It really is really funny. Like this one, New Nostradamus warns horror plane crash in Taiwan will spark World War III this year. So, is it this year? Or is it 2025? Which year is it? Time travel warns hostile aliens that built the pyramids will return soon. Time traveler claims huge meteor will wipe out U.S. in stark warning for next decade. Time traveler claims scientists will make contact with aliens in 2023. Time traveler from 2671 warns of mega tsunami coming in the next 6 months. Time traveler claims have pictures of how World War III starts end to end. Why put out these trashy articles for? What are the reason behind these? Like, they even have a video associated with this one. That's amazing. Oh god, it's like continuously loading. Do they have better reception in the year 2060-71? A TikTok user who claims to be a time traveler has warned that the U.S. government has knowledge about the extraterrestrial origin of the pyramids at Christmas. First, I had to put Christmas in there because Santa is also real. Santa is actually a time traveler from the year 2081, where he created the first time bot for children across the globe, right? The creator, who posted under the username Time Voyager, has gained more than 351,000 followers by posting outlandish warnings about future events, including the discovery of a T-Rex egg. Don't we already have proof that? However, in a recent video, TikTok claimed a hostile alien race, aka human being, which has apparently visited Earth before, will be coming back very soon. Like Mark Zuckerberg, his family will finally return from out of space. Right? In the video, which has gained more than 6,000 likes, to get our attention. On December 25th, 2022, well, this is already way past that, the U.S. government reveals that the pyramids were built by aliens. I'm broke. The Distant are a hostile species of alien. Wow, we just fucking, what, Marvel should get these ideas. The Distant are a hostile species of aliens who are trying to command the galaxy. They put the pyramids on each planet that they take over. So, can you explain why there are multiple pyramids on Earth then? Did they conquer Earth multiple times? This doesn't make sense. When they eventually back to our planet, eventually, just like Star Citizen will come out, they will start the first war of Earth. Handed in the cap. They are coming. God damn it. They're left divided by who has claims the conspiracy theory about the origins of the pyramids being made by aliens would ring true. Oh my god. Many TikTok guys believe the clip with one user Reddit. I've been knowing this. Not a shock for me. I'm the enlightened one. Another alien. It's not gonna be a holly jolly Christmas anymore. And it's now like what, 2023 when this was posted. A third comment is Britain will be fine. Got powerful weapons. Year 7's in the chavs. I don't know what the fuck that means. A fourth wrote, man, not on Xmas. I want gifts, not fear. That was clearly satire. However, others didn't believe it could be possible and took to the comments to give their opinion, which I'm sure was very enlightening. I'm sure the alien looks exactly like this one. One user said the pyramids were made by the people of that region who had like, some knowledge of mathematics and engineering. This is the most logical fucking comment probably in that entire TikTok. Another argument. I would love to believe this, but logic is pulling me back. A third egg. How do you come up with this stuff? Time travel role Europe says bloke claims Elon Musk's Tesla as machine among time travel warns scientists will grow a megalodon when they find DNA this year. Time travel warns Earth needs to be saved or face natural disaster by 2024. Well, it's 2023. We'll see if that claim holds up in a year. Time traveler from 2906 claims world will face a plague of zombie pig later this year. Zombie pig. Yep, that sounds about right. Time traveler from 2090 gives children a run for this week that cost many lives. I want to read the pig one. That one seems really funny. We're going to go ahead and read this one. Oh, of course, it's another enlightened TikTok user. The website of Trash. A TikTok user who claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2906 has issued some wild warnings about the year ahead, including claims that more than half of the world's pigs will become zombies. The user who posted under the username Time Voyager, a real time traveler in the year 2906, 2607, 2671. Very, very trusted source of material, right? It's such delusion, straight up delusion of grandeur. It's amazing. I don't know if I read this one yet. A Brit who correctly, there's a difference between making predictions and knowing things. Just because you make a prediction doesn't mean you know what's going to happen. That's why it's called a prediction. You're not sure if it's going to happen or not, right? It's a prediction. It's not like truth because it hasn't happened yet. So you don't actually know if it's going to happen. Just because you say, oh, I predicted Queen will die in that year. And it just so happens the Queen died coincidentally in the same year you said. So it makes it look like you knew what you were talking about. Right, this is so dumb. A Brit who correctly predicted the death of the Queen and that someone would throw an egg at King Charles has made a terrifying claim about how a fake collision could lead to a major conflict. Notice how instead of saying time traveler, now it's Nostradamus. A psychic dubbed the new Nostradamus, what the fuck that means, has claimed that he has foreseen an accidental conflict in Taiwan that could have consequences for the whole globe. Speaking to the Daily Star, Craig Hamilton Parker explained how he feared that there would be either a collision between two submarines or that a pair of planes could clip each other, providing the spark to a tense situation. He said that spark will trigger a much bigger conflict involving China. Wow, I'm losing brain cells reading this stuff. And Russia, that will become the most serious thing for the next coming 2 years. We will see. We will see. We'll come back to this in 2 years. The former advertising man told the Star, I've been saying for some time that I felt that would be a conflict over Taiwan. Anything, literally anything with China and Taiwan is a fucking conflict. Literally anything. Taiwan breeds is a literal fucking conflict for China, okay? Just stop. Stop with this shit. You say anything. Oh, Taiwan plane crashes into China military base. I predict what happened in like a couple of years. Taiwan military destroys China. China destroys Taiwan. I don't know which one is which, but I'm sure one will come true eventually. Right? We don't know. We can say whatever the fuck we want. It doesn't matter at this point. You know, since we just want to make shit up here. The former advertiser man told the Star, yeah, we read that already. I think we're going to get an accidental conflict. Yeah, anything with Taiwan and China is an accidental conflict, right? In some respects, because we're going to have something like a freak collision or an incident. But we don't know which incident it is. We're not gonna disclose that. You know, we don't want to bring up tensions or anything if it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen because this article said so. Tensions in the Asian region have reached new heights in recent months as China claims that Taiwan is a part of its territory, which we all know is not true. While Taiwan claims it is an independent nation, the USA is taking the side of Taiwan, meaning that any conflict between the Asian countries could escalate to dramatic levels, aka Taiwan literally just breathing on the neck of China. Is a conflict. By the way, early Craig reckons that the scale of the conflict could get rather large and even make the terrific war in Ukraine appear small. God help me. He said it feels going to be a serious problem. Ukraine will pale in significance compared to this. Oh yeah, more content. I feel also that Russia will side with China to become a pariah state. Just because you feel like it's going to be like that doesn't mean it will. Stop it. Ultimately, it works out well though. I feel it ends with a new China that's broken into multiple countries, rather than one big China. Just imagine tiny little China is just all around Taiwan. Just tiny little tiny, like not even 100 people. Just very tiny China all around Taiwan. Just all around it. They just, not even multiple countries, like over 1,000 little Chinas all around Taiwan. Like, this is fucking insane. And it's just like, you read the comments, like, this is such a lost cause. Like, it is genuinely crazy, this website. If you need a good laugh, just go to the Daily Star. Because this stuff doesn't market itself as satire. It doesn't. And I hope you guys have enjoyed today's crazy, wacky video. And I'll see you guys in the next video in the future. I hope you guys have enjoyed and you got some entertainment out of this. And out of the truly real time travelers we have learned about today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.